Business finances are always a reflection of the personal finance of the founder. So if you are unable to manage your finances as an entrepreneur, personal finances, there's a greater chance that you are going to struggle to manage your business finances. Often, some entrepreneurs who go into this space, they often go into it with a belief that a successful business will rescue them financially. It's sort of like winning the lotto. But what we know for a fact is that if you are unable to manage your personal finances, even if you win the lotto, even if you manage to, win a big contract for your business, there's a chance that the business will squander the finances, because ultimately the personal finance often carries over through to the business finance. So just like lotto winners, entrepreneurs believe that their personal financial problem will go away once their business thrives. Unfortunately, it is not that simple. You will have to be disciplined financially when it comes to your personal finances, so that you are able to have a successful business that is financially disciplined. So financial discipline starts with you, the owner, and then transcends to the business. So your business then becomes a reflection of you. So if you are a sloppy person, if financially you are not disciplined, your business will also be sloppy and its finances will be in shambles. When you look at, for instance, corporate scandals, your Enron, your WorldCom, your VBS here at home, Steinhoff, for instance, those corporate scandals have two more things obviously in common, but two things become very common. One is the greed of the owners. The founders or the executives or the CEOs turned out to be very greedy, followed closely by a flashy lifestyle and excessive spending. So if personally you're an excessive spender and you are a flashy lifestyle type of a person, there's a high chance that your business will also spend money on things that are not really required, because your business reflects who you are. So if you're a spender, your business is going to be a spender. If you are prudent with your money, your business will also be prudent with its finances. So work on your personal money issues. Your business is not necessarily your rescue plan. Your business is an extension of you. So there's this Zulu saying, it's actually a song in South Africa called Akulaleki Maunemali. It's very difficult to sleep when you have money. And this reminds me of a leadership principle by John Maxwell about the leadership led. So what the principle basically says is, if you give a man who's got a leadership capacity, in other words, the ability to lead, if you give a man who's got a leadership capacity of, say, for instance, 1,000 people to lead, but you gave him 200 people to lead, because his capacity is at 1,000, and you give him 200 people, he's going, because he's able to lead 1,000 people, he's going to grow his organization to 1,000 people, because his capacity is at 1,000. But if a person has got a capacity of 200 people to lead, right, and you give him an organization of 1,000 people to lead, 800 people will leave, because he does not have the capacity to lead 1,000, right? So our ability to lead is limited to our capacity. But I think this principle, though it's a leadership principle, I think this principle is also very highly applicable to our personal finances. So, and I, call it the financial capacity, right? If you have a financial capacity to manage 10,000 only of your personal finances, and you win the lotto and you get a windfall or a payout of, say, for instance, 4 million, but your capacity is 10,000, there's a high chance that you're going to squander the 4 million until you get to 10,000. And until you get to 10,000, then you'll start talking about budgeting. But before that, because your capacity is at 10,000 and you have these millions in your account, you're going to get itchy hands. So if you don't have the financial capacity to manage money, too much money is going to give you itchy hands. You know, you won't sleep because you don't have the capacity to manage millions. You only have a capacity to manage 10,000. And this is why people who win the lotto or get unexpected financial windfalls or lump sums, they end up being broke in 5 years because they don't have the financial capacity. On the flip side, if a person has got a financial capacity of 4 million and you give them 10,000, they'll manage to multiply that 10,000 to grow it to 4 million. So it is hardly about having more money or less money. It's about having the right financial capacity. So your entrepreneurial venture will grow beyond your entrepreneurial capacity. Do you have what it takes to manage millions of money? So it is going to be difficult to build a million rand business if you struggle to manage 10,000 of your personal finances. So if you don't dream more, build more systems and processes, develop leadership skills, and develop your financial capacity, your business is going to remain small. So how do you develop your capacity to manage more? Right? How do you develop your capacity to manage more money, or how do you increase your financial capacity from that of 10,000 to 4 million? It takes training, right? Financial training, you know, financial literacy. It's very important. It takes mentorship. So you need to have a mentor who is going to hold you accountable to your goals. It takes reading books about where you aspire to be financially, developing patience, right? You don't grow 10,000 to 4 million overnight. So you're not gonna need to develop some patience. It entails venturing out, going out of your comfort zone. It entails working very hard, putting more hours, you know, on the job training, and also developing better habits, right? Through all these things, you will be able to increase your financial capacity. And you know, and that's what it takes. Develop your financial capacity first, and then the results will follow, right? Develop your capacity before you have to. You want a million, develop the habits to manage and think like a millionaire. And there's a saying that says, dig your well before you are thirsty, right? Manage, develop your financial capacity before you start to earn the millions, because that way you'll be able to sustain the financial windfall that you have. Thank you so much.